Okay, so this is like attempt number 3, and I literally just relaunched OBS, and everything was working fine. So, if anyone's actually in here, I'm gonna do this. Is the audio choppy? Okay, so once again, I'm just doing some tests here. What I would like to eventually do is do some live streams where I'm writing riffs just for videos and stuff like that. I do have a poll up on the YouTube community tab, which I just found out about like last week. And what I would like to do is have you guys decide what video I would do, like which amp I want to do like a metal video for, and I'll write the riffs, and I want to do like some live streams every time I write riffs for it. So maybe like once every weekend I'll do that. Yeah, with that in mind, this is the first day that I'm actually using Luna to record. So I want to actually start off with what I've done so far. So what I like to do, I grab a drum track. I just listen to some drum tracks and see what comes up. So the first one that came up was... and then the other one, I can't remember already. So listen to what I've got so far. That second riff was... Yeah. So then I would move on to something else. So it's unfortunate that the last video didn't really work. It had really choppy audio. And again, I don't know if I have choppy audio now. I did a test recording after that, after I relaunched OBS, and seemed to be fine. I think I'm going to have to just get Restream or StreamYard or something like that, because those seem to be a lot better. So, I did have an idea, which I already seem to have forgotten. So I grabbed another drum track, and we'll see if I remember what I was going to do. I'll do that. Do I want to put that in there twice though? No, I'll put that in there once, and I'll pop that up here, and we are back on guitar left 1, which I have set in mono. I just panned in the middle, and then I will change that after. So where are we here? Also, when I'm recording, I like to go back a little bit to the previous riff. Like the tail of the previous riff, to give me a little bit of time to think. And that's the other thing when I'm doing this. A lot of times I do a lot of rewrites. Try that. Panned over to the left, switch over to guitar right 1, go back to the exact same spot and double it. Definitely be pickier on that and do it again, but I won't. Even though I've, starting midway through the video, I still am not used to Luna. You're usually able to do a lot finer cuts in Logic, but again, this is just my first day messing around with it, so I need more time. Okay, so at that point, what am I at time-wise for this? I really don't like this. I don't know what I'm at for time-wise with this. Either way, I will go to guitar left 2, and we will open up Superior Drummer once again. I'm currently waiting on two 32-inch monitors and a 22-inch monitor that I'm going to kind of rotate. So right now I am working off of just a laptop, the MacBook Pro here. So I don't really have a lot of screen real estate to mess around. So I think at this point, because I have that. Now I'm remembering I need to go in and make this a mono track, or panned in the middle. So I'm thinking maybe I'll keep the same sort of a deal and maybe just go with something along those lines. So I'll see what I got in the line of the chorus here, and then see if I can get an idea. Oh, okay, I do have the microphone on. So I'm thinking, it's not the greatest, but... But it has that really weird drum fill at the end. So maybe I'll do that and see how things are going. If anyone ever comes in this chat at all, just let me know if it sounds all right. So yeah, I'll play through that again and see if that maybe sounds better. So that sounds a lot better to me. I think, do I want to do... I'll do a change there, because I'll probably want to do a lead. So I'll see what comes up. I'll play that again, and then after I play that, see if something comes up a little better for like a lead. I know how the drum beat goes. So what I really like about doing leads is not actually the part of doing leads, it's what I play underneath a lot of times. So I can go from... I can do something like that, because that is changing the key and everything, and then I can go back to that other riff afterwards. But so I already know kind of what I might be doing, so something along those lines. So I'll play test going from that riff to the part under the lead to back to that riff. So thinking that is what I'll go with. So I know that I want to add that in 3 times. And that, honestly, that should be enough just for like one sound sample. And once again, if anyone's in the chat, just let me know if it sounds all right. If it's not choppy, that'd be great. So let's close Superior Drummer. Find out what track I was on. So guitar left 2. Go back a little bit. I'm starting to get hungry. I have fish for supper. So we'll see if we can finish this up and get a lead here going and get some fish in Orion. Sounds weird, but we're going to do that. seemed halfway decent. So we'll head back here, hold up here, see a look. Everything is sounding great. Yeah, I hate this. This is so annoying. I had to just restart OBS. The audio was fine. Sounds good. South Alabama. Some people call Alabama. What are you using for drums? Superior Drummer 3. I've been using Easy Drummer. You know what? We used Easy Drummer. It was like 2 and then 3. I don't know if it was 2 and then 3, but we were using Superior Easy Drummer. Yeah, another shrimp on the barbie. It's salmon. I'm gonna be eating salmon. I'm excited for it. What are you using for right? Easy Drummer was great. It's basically the same as Superior Drummer, but there's a little more soundscape to it, and a lot more drumming options. The quality's a little better as well, obviously for the price difference. But yeah, I loved it. I for the longest time did not like the whole like fake drums, but yeah, Easy Drummer and then Superior Drummer just changed that completely. And I find it helps me kind of move along some videos and YouTube and stuff like that, and it gives me a lot more options for ideas. So yeah, Easy Drummer is pretty good. Superior Drummer's good, but man, I just got this MacBook Pro. Was it a week ago? Yeah, I got it a week ago, and it's a 1 terabyte, and 560 of it, 560 gigs, is just Superior Drummer and stuff like that. So, and it gets expensive after a while because you're constantly buying MIDI packs and stuff like that. Okay, so what I generally do if I'm doing something like that can kind of get muddy. Again, this is the first time I'm using Luna here, so it might be muddy anyway. But what I'll do, instead of playing the full chord, I'll actually play the root note and like basically play it like that. Just it gives a little bit more separation, doesn't get as muddy. So I'll try that. Okay, so I like that. That was pretty. That was decent, I guess you would say. Here we go. I recorded the mic. One thing I don't like about this is it's harder for me to shut the mic off. Let's see here. 3 is the latest to come out. Writing out drum lines on MIDI can suck out a lot of creative. I don't do that though. I just use the oh god, I'll open up Superior Drummer again here. I just go to the grooves. It's the same thing in Easy Drummer. So like all the MIDI packs. That's why I buy all the MIDI packs. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to write and record and stuff like that. So that helps things come along a lot. It speeds up the process. But yeah, I do want to take the time to go in and do some editing to those, because I really should. A little more control over everything. What are you using to organize all of this? as in the stream itself, I'm using OBS because I'm cheap right now, which is the free software, and I've got my camera going through the Elgato streaming thing, and I've got a $100 webcam pointed at the dual rectifier. Let's see here. I gave you some live stream advice about keeping an eye on yourself, and it wouldn't hurt you, considering you can live stream yourself to yourself. That is exactly what I did. Basically, I think it was just an issue with OBS, because I just had to close it and do another test. Because your voicings add up so fast. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to open up Superior Drummer again, and like, this is ridiculous. So the sound libraries here, the only one that actually there's 2 out of these came with the Superior Drummer. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have like 4 other ones that I didn't have space to download on here. Oh no, I just got the MIDIs, I guess, from that. So 2 of these I didn't have to buy because they came with Superior Drummer 3. So everything else we bought. And then if you look at like the add-on packs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm only in the D's. Like, we've got a lot. Oh my god, I would have been counting for a while. And then we got the EasyX libraries as well. It really does add up quick. Let's see here. Yeah, the stock grooves were, I remember they were pretty good. But it's nice having, like, if you're playing metal and stuff like that, it's nice having those. Yeah, hard drives are cheap, but I'm old, so I love having the internal storage. Like, I'm gonna get a Mac Studio in either October or November, and I don't know, it's so hard not. Like, I'm gonna get the 4 terabyte version just because I want to have everything on the computer, and then I can have hard drives just to back stuff up. Yeah. Otherwise, right now I'm working on a MacBook Pro, 16-inch, and it's like, once I have the other 3 monitors that I have coming in the next 2 weeks, I'll have like no room to plug anything in. So yeah. Okay. So we've got that. I want to listen to that again. Again, for this, I'm not being picky with the recording. Sometimes there's a lot of swearing because I'm trying to nail something, some weird nuance that I did, like just a one-off of, and I liked it, so I'm not doing that now. So let's listen to that. Cool. So, I want to do a lead here. So where does that start? Okay, so 37. This better be how you do a loop, because if it's not, I'm going to be mad. Turn a loop off. Oh, here. Okay, so I need to find where the end of this is. Okay, 46. Okay, so what I like to do, Turn this off. I need a new track. Audio. Call this lead 1. Okay, I don't think I hit number 1. And we'll keep that centered. So what should, in theory, happen is when I play this, of course. Why is that not? Ooh, this could be a problem. Whatever, we'll just have to record it, I guess. Because you should be able to hear it live as you're doing playback. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's mute, solo. I don't know. Go back to chat for a sec here. Yeah, big time SSDs have come down. I have a few, but like I said, I like the intro. I'm old, so Riffage is sick. It's what drew me to the channel in the first. Well, I'm glad you like it. I like doing stuff that like makes me feel energetic. So I try not to just do like E's, G's, D's, and C's and A's. Okay, let's try and figure this out. This is going to be horrible. Okay, Luna, you're not making me happy right now. So I'm thinking... I'll do something basic. It doesn't matter. This is YouTube. It doesn't matter. It's not an album, so... the best. We'll listen to that and see what it sounds like. Okay, we'll turn the loop off. Okay, that's decent. Again, that's just something, like, for the most part, I'm just going through and seeing what, you know, what might help people if they're trying to listen to this amp kind of thing. Mr. Spanky McNugget. All right, this is going to be a great video. It's going to be an okay video. It's almost over, basically. I got all the recording done. But I'm going to be doing more of these videos. This is just a test. This is the third time I've tried recording this. So unfortunately, the first two riffs and me coming up with them kind of got cut off because it was from a previous video. And then I had, I think, 3 other riffs from a different one that I deleted. So let's listen to what we have overall. Okay, that was decent. I didn't like this riff. It seemed a little off-putting. I think it's just because this riff here was like kind of a transition riff, and then this was just another I don't know. Maybe it's just being picky, but wasn't the best. But that's basically how I do it. I like I said, this is a part 1. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do another live stream test tomorrow. I'm gonna try and fit in as many as I can over the next little bit. Like I said, I think I've said in a couple of videos, we're making some bigger changes to the channel. The signal chain, if you look in the description, it's listed there. So underneath whatever picture, like down here, it should actually say signal chain. Oh no, it'll say test. This is a test or something along those lines. And then underneath that, it'll show the signal chain, but I can go over it. Yeah, we're going to be making some bigger changes in September, and I really kind of want to get some of the bugs out of the way before then. So we'll be doing these type of things. And with Kevin gone away, which we had a great live chat last night, which was absolutely fantastic. I was interested in it, and not the greatest. My voice was not, basically did not come up in the video, so we ended up deleting it. So there's a few things that we have to do. Hold on here. It would be great to have you streaming on Twitch regularly once you figure out. That is something that we will be doing, which I find, one thing I find funny, there's a Tricrow on Twitch. Definitely not us. We're not going to be Tricrow on Twitch. Yeah, I mean that is the plan though, to start doing a lot more streaming. I really enjoy making videos, especially like the shootouts and especially when I can, you know, play my guitars in different ways and stuff like that. But this is more entertaining to me. Like this keeps me interested in stuff like that when there's people in the chat talking about stuff or whatever. But I do want to go over that signal chain. So basically, I go guitar, output from the guitar goes into a tuner, which is the Korg PitchBlack rack tuner. Then we hop over to the MXR Smart Gate, which then goes to the Kirk Hammett wah, which wasn't active or anything like that. And then it goes to the Ibanez TS9, and then it goes to the dual rectifier. The dual rectifier then goes to a 4x12 cabinet in the other room, and that is mic'd by a Neumann TLM 107. Kevin always thinks it's a 102 or a 3. He bought my 103, so I don't know why he thinks that. It's a 107. That then comes back. That goes to an XLR patch bay, which then comes into a Vintech Audio VA573, which is just a 1073 clone. There's no EQ on it. It's literally just a gain staging and an output. And then that comes into my Universal Audio Apollo 16. Man, this is a long signal chain description. That goes into the Universal Audio Apollo 16. That's the black version, not the silver version or the version after that, which I think is the X. And then it comes into my MacBook Pro 16, and then it goes to Luna. So basically, a lot of people will hear that or read that and go like, oh my God, there's so much processing and there's this and that. Literally what it is my guitar going through whatever pedals I use, which I don't use many pedals. I use a noise gate and a boost and a wah pedal if I feel like using a wah. Then it goes into the amp. And then the amp, instead of going through what is processing through like an IR or what have you, it goes to an actual cabinet. And in order for you to hear the cabinet, I have to use a microphone. The microphone comes in. I have to use a preamp. Wow, a preamp for the microphone to be able to be heard, and that goes into my audio interface. My audio interface is all line-in, so there's no microphone preamp built into the audio interface. It's just a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Channel is awesome. I've learned tons of info from it. I really appreciate that. We do put a lot of time into it, but we also we started out the channel with, we'll make videos that people will like, and then we kind of figured out, we don't like doing that. So we kind of just make videos now that like keep our interest, and like I'll make a video and I'll go, hey, I really like this riff that I wrote. You should listen to it. And he'll listen to it. Yeah, it was great. I like that. And then he'll be like, I didn't really like this that much, but sometimes he keeps that to himself. But that's kind of what we like doing. It keeps us interested, and if people get stuff out of it, it's great. And the other thing is, I always like saying, and it's true, and some people think I'm like lying through my teeth, I'd rather make videos for people to randomly come into rather than like, going out and buying what everyone does, going out and buying like Squires and modding them, or, making Squires sound good, or just doing guitar news. Because it's just more beneficial to me, especially when I get to go out and buy an older guitar that I end up loving, or, like an older amp that people don't like, and then I find, like some benefits in it and stuff like that. But I'm glad, you've learned stuff from me. I still need to learn quite a bit myself. Your guitar sound was so great. Hard to believe it was mic'd. I cannot get a good sound unless I'm micing. Even then, like when I'm listening to the playback, I'm thinking, man, there's too much high end in this sound. But no, I say it all the time when I'm responding to comments. Volume. I have my cabinet in another room. It shakes my walls like crazy because I do have it very loud. But because I have it in another room and that is treated, so there's acoustic treatment on the wall, I can crank it, and that's when the speakers start to open up and they move and they breathe, and that's how you kind of get it. It is a fun time. I'm glad you think it's a fun time. I find this process, like for me, it's exciting. It's like, and I get a lot of energy from doing it, but I just have been thinking like, man, people have got to be bored listening to me do this or watch me do this. straight as you get with computers. Yeah. Amp comparisons are really interesting to listen to. They're interesting to make as well. Again, that's one of those things. When I write my riffs, it's like I don't find that they're like extremely technical or anything like that. But if I'm playing and if I'm digging in, if I'm like, flexing my arm, not that I have big arms or anything like that, but like, if I get that feeling where like, that's kind of when I move on to the next riff, and that's when I'm happy, and that's what makes me excited over it. And also, I have so many amps, and it's nice to actually go one-to-one from the different amps, because I don't have a dog in the fight. I own both of them, or all of these amps, so yeah, I just like getting good sounds from my amps. I get disappointed if I can't get a sound that I like out of them, though. And it's hard to find a niche on YouTube. Yeah. There's people do things differently, for sure. And it's nice. It's nice when, like, cause when I do my stuff, I do longer stuff than everyone else. So that's kind of for me rather than for anyone else. Like I know for a fact that like the TikTok age and attention span is like what, 15 to 30 seconds. So if you're not playing something new in that time frame, most people will just click off, or they'll listen to the first sound sample and that's it. But I really don't care. I like playing my stuff. My neighbors complain when I play through amp sims through Yeah, I've got some nice monitors, and I remember when I got these, or after I got these, and the Star Wars, what was it, Force Awakens came out. The trailer for that, I had a couple of friends over, and we cranked the Neumanns, and I was in a condo, and I was on like the 4th floor, and you could hear it on the bottom floor. It was loud. So, and yes, absolutely, I do have a nice collection of amps and guitars. Anyway, I do want to end the stream. Thanks for you guys for coming in and kind of watching. I wish I wouldn't have had the issues that I had earlier with the first stream, or the first 2 streams. Because I think you get more out of when I write the first 2 riffs than when I write the rest of them. Just because that process that's the best part of the process, I think. And that, and when I write what goes under the live, or the lead stuff. Too bad you didn't write down some tabs to everything you make. There's so many. When I started playing guitar, after 2 years, I used to write down like anything that I wrote, and I had like well over 1,000 riffs, and like it's a lot, and like to write everything down is too much work. Because then I write them down, and then I gotta somehow put them on the computer, and I just don't have the time. Anyway, again, I'm gonna end this. I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I will do a live stream tomorrow because I want to get as much testing out of the way as I can. I know I was talking about doing like a JVM 410H live stream. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But I was also talking about doing how I mic an amp, and just like grabbing a 57. And I do have like a super long USB cable, so I can put it in the second room. So I don't know. I'll come up with a couple of ideas, and we'll see what I do. I might just do another one of these because, again, the first 2 riffs that I write I find are the most important. But I do have some fish for supper fish and broccoli. Not as good as chicken and broccoli, but that's what I'm going to be going for. Yeah, that notebook was a lot. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching. You know what? I will, let's listen to this one more time. And while we listen to it, I'm going to put my guitar away, and I'll come back. so I'm gonna end this and eat my fish. I kind of want to do another one of these tomorrow. So I'll pick a time. Maybe I'll pick a time in the morning. I'm gotta see kind of what my daughter wants to do tomorrow, and I'll pick a time in the morning to like I'll just like say, hey, I'm gonna do a stream at this time or whatever, and we'll see what comes out and who might show up. And thanks again for participating. All right, I'm gonna go eat some fish.